Moving on from one amazing story to another, GTA 6 pre-orders are here, and fans are mad. Of course. What did Rockstar announce? Rockstar has officially opened pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto 6. GTA 6 launches on November 19th, 2026 for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Two editions are going to be available. The first edition is a standard edition, and that comes in at $79.99 USD. And then there's the Ultimate Edition that comes in at $99.99 USD. Pre-orders include the Vintage Vice City pack featuring bonus cinematic items, bonus cosmetic items and themed content. GTA 6 becomes one of the first major AAA games to launch at $80, and we'll talk more about that one a little later. Many players expected Rockstar to push the industry towards a higher price point.
I don't know who the fuck expected that shit. I don't know who the fuck expected that. I mean, everybody expected Rockstar. Not many. Everyone expected Rockstar. We all hoped they wouldn't, but we expected that shit.
I mean, they didn't necessarily disappoint entirely.
They didn't. No, no, no. We all knew what the fuck they were gonna do.
They're like, hey, let's inch to that line. While some fans argue GTA 6 offers enough content to justify the price, others
Fuck
worry
you,
this will
simp.
encourage more publishers to move from $70 USD to $80 USD as the new standard.
Which they will.
Hopefully not. The concern,
bro, we literally covered this.
I know. Stop. The concern isn't GTA 6 costing $80. It's what happens when every publisher follows Rockstar's lead.
Do you remember when we covered that bank advisor during the Icon or after the Icon convention with all the fucking CEO bullshit pieces of
and
shit?
they were all talking that
and that
Bank of
guy was all like,
gonna say that they need to release it for $100.
and because if they don't, then they can't charge any other game $80 fucking dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember that shit, bro?
I do.
We've literally been talking about this for a fucking year, bro.
We have
A whole fucking year. We've seen this shit. We've seen this shit coming.
Yeah, but when hope dies, everything dies. So you got to keep hope alive. And I am hopeful that either A, the indie market decides that they're just going to
Hope's
be the
dead.
$30 to $40 market, and that's
our
where
hope
going to go to get the higher end.
Our hope was GTA 6, and it's dead.
But I really do think I said this either last week or a couple weeks ago, that mainline AAA development is going to be that luxury development. You're going to be ending up having to pay $70, $80, $90 for your games now if you're going to buy console specific or AAA developer specific titles.
Wait, did you just buy a shit ton of Rockstar stock, bro? Why you sound so happy about that?
I'm not happy about it. I'm just a realist, and we've been saying for a while that this is how the company's transitioning. It looks like
it's bullshit.
If you're going to be a budget gamer, it looks like 90% of what you're going to own is going to be indie developer or lower end double developer status games at anywhere from $20 to $60. If you're playing,
what the fuck, bro? You're literally saying that we need to split gaming up into classes.
I'm not saying that that's what we need to do.
That's the most bullshit thing I've ever fucking heard.
The market's doing.
Yeah, but that's not how gaming should be. There should not be like, if you're rich, you get to play these games, and if you're poor, you get to play these. Like, that's the stupidest shit I ever fucking heard in my life.
Valid, but
that's so fucked up.
Look at it, dude. I mean, GTA 6 is coming out for $100. What's the other game that we just talked about? Coming out at 70, 60. The prices are just going up. There's no plateau. They've been going up quicker than ever. Before we would go 2-3 generations without a price increase to video games. Now we're in the same generation and there's price increases to video games.
Which is something else we'll get fucking into.
Yeah. It's just, there's an absolute shift in the market, and it's going towards AAA developers releasing their games for more because they have more investment. They have more people that they have to pay for. They have more time. They have a bigger marketing budget. They they spend more money, therefore they have to make more money. Therefore, your AAA titles are going to be for people who can afford to pay more money for games. And while as your indie developer has a smaller budget, it is usually a 1 to 10 person team, and usually they can comp those sales right from the development of their game or right from the launch of their game. There isn't much investment there. Well, there is time and passion investment. They don't have the financial investment that a larger AAA development company has. So I think that if you're going to be a budget gamer, and I really do think this is going to be a market trend where you are going to be a market or a budget gamer, or you're going to be a AAA gamer, because the division is that far already, and it's going to do nothing but grow further.
I don't know, dude. It's ridiculous. Regardless, it's ridiculous. I
It
feel like
is.
it's just a giant L for gamers all around.
I agree.
Um, but what came out and I thought was a bit crazy, was that the physical version of GTA 6 will be released without a physical disc.
Oh, somebody's taking a play out of Nintendo's book. I see.
Yeah. So Rockstar confirmed that there will be no disc version for the launch of GTA 6. Retail boxes will contain a download code instead of the game disc. So we're going straight back to the 2010s, baby. Um, Players who buy a box copy are essentially purchasing digital access in a physical package. Reports suggest Rockstar wants to reduce the risk of leaks. And GTA 6 has already suffered multiple major leaks during its development, and the massive file size of modern games may also make physical distribution more difficult. That's bullshit. But I do believe the leaks thing, like someone getting a hold of a copy, like a physical copy of GTA 6 during production, and then they leaked the game on the internet or whatever. That's very plausible. I can see that. And I did hear them say that they will sell physical discs in the future, but they didn't say when.
I've heard contrary, honestly. I've heard both, but I'm hearing both. So both are plausible in my book. They could also just say no. I mean, they're
Mm,
choosing to release it with no disc. So what are they going to do? Track down everybody who bought the special edition and
no,
send them a disc?
no. You'll just get your code, but like if like we'll say, I guess maybe a year after GTA 6 releases, like the physical copy of GTA 6 may come with a disc.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's what they said at least. So we'll see. Has never really happened before in gaming. So
I mean, it
uh,
has. We've had other games. What was it? One of the Call of Duties did the same thing. Didn't we report
really?
on that? We reported on a
No,
game a little bit recently that was coming out without a
I've
physical
never.
edition. There was a
Oh, well, no,
game.
I've heard
There was a
about games
special
coming out.
edition, but it didn't even include the game, I think is what it
I've
was.
heard I've heard about games that you can only get with digital, but they stay digital. We've never had a game release digital and then come out with a physical copy later on.
Yes, that's true.
So, like I said, if they do that, I don't know how it's gonna work because it's never happened before.
You said doo doo.
Do.
um, the $100,000 Ultimate Edition, or I'm sorry, the $100. I'm so used to big numbers in these titles.
That's
The $100 Ultimate Edition Backlash. The Ultimate Edition includes exclusive vehicles, exclusive weapons, exclusive clothing, and cosmetic items, access to special shops and customization options, and then 2 exclusive mission chains, raids on gang compounds, and vehicle restoration activities. Um, Here's everything standard edition players are missing out on for an extra $20. The weapons they're missing out on: a Hawk and Little Megan or Little Morgan revolvers. It's a matched pair from Vice with Vice City styling, palm tree etched grips, and a high performance scope. The vehicles you'll be missing out on are Jason's safe house vehicles, including an army fatigue tin, army fatigue tinged Dinka Enduro motorcycle and a Crest kayak tech radar, plus several additional exclusive cars and watercraft. Uh, there's also 5 exclusive shops, single player, not online only. Ride Out Customs is a full mod shop with detailed interiors, custom rims, and donk styling. Sarah,
Honk.
donk, donk styling. Sarah's unisex salon, facial hair, makeup, and nails for both uh, protagonists. Also, Stock 305, exclusive streetwear and stockyard electric fang tattoos. Over 50 signature I'm sorry, at Stockyard. And then Electric Fang Tattoo, which has over 50 signature tattoos designed by the artist collective Final. One Eyed Willie's, a Lake Leona off road mod shop with hand painted automotive work. There's a side mission, one of the exclusive side missions that standard edition players won't see at launch.
And that was the vehicle restoration
Yeah.
side mission. So, which is crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of content that you miss out on for $20. Which I guess, yeah, yeah, I could see you like justifying like, well then the $20 should be worth it, right? I guess, but um, that's still a lot of shit, bro. Like I'm cool with everything, but the side mission really has me like, damn, that's fucked up.
So my problem lies right here with the 5 exclusive shops that you get. Not just that, but I can take the different vehicles or the different weapons with the different skins on them. I understand that you keep those specific to your Ultimate Edition, but the shops, what if they're gonna do this and keep this locked behind that wall? They're no different than Bungie locking an expansion behind a paywall, or locking a set of guns that are a necessity for a mission behind a paywall.
Mm.
This is the same thing. So I can't give praise where I wouldn't give praise originally.
No,
And this
I
kind of
think
irks me.
like I think the shops are fucked up too. Although I like you could argue it's just customizing, like it's just there's no reason to be mad about it, but for one, it's a single player game. So like why not add the shops, right?
Yeah,
Like
what
does
harm
it
does it
does it
do?
fucking matter? Yeah. Also they haven't even announced online GTA yet.
Nope.
So they said it's coming in the future. We don't know if it's like some people are speculating that GTA 6 Online is going to be a completely separate game than GTA 6. So they're just going to like sell GTA 6 online for like a $40 package or whatever.
So
Um
stupid.
yeah. I wish everyone could have seen your face, but that's what they're thinking they might do. And honestly, I think they might do that shit too. Because why the fuck wouldn't you? If you're trying
I
to get
mean,
the most out of your fucking video game.
if you're already selling, your mainstream the most highly anticipated game over the last 2 years. If you're already
Oh,
selling
dude,
that at
it's
an
been
$80
longer than two
price tag,
years.
there's not much. Yeah, but it has been on the Game Awards as the most anticipated title over the last 2 years.
That's
So
true.
if they're already selling this most anticipated game for $80. I don't think there's anything that's going to hold them back from keeping it a separate
No,
entity and doing
and
an online version only.
honestly, I wish they would have had you come out with the whole thing, right? Let you keep these shops, let you keep these side missions, let you keep this bullshit. Maybe give you early access for a few days, but they don't even offer that with the
Yeah,
premium
there's no
version.
early access at all.
But I almost wish you would have given me early access and then um like given me early access and then let me have everything in the game. But you didn't do that. You took away a lot of shit and then made all that shit exclusive for online. Like I don't fucking give a fuck about that, you know. Make it so online's $20 and then for $40 I can get these five shops and like this restoration shop or whatever.
The missions, yeah.
Not the missions, but the shops. So that way if you want your character to look a sort of some sort of way, you got to pay for that, which is normal. Paying for customization is normal. It's a normal aspect of gaming.
Yeah. But I don't
Uh
agree with locking progression behind. And
Not
and this
progression,
this would
but
be
it
progression in my book.
I don't think it's progression because you can still play the game, you can still like play start to finish, but you are missing portions of the game, which I do think
That
would
is
add uh,
that
to
is
you.
doing just that, dude.
I do think that I do love GTA missions, and I feel like missing out on this GTA mission would be a big letdown for a lot of people. I don't think it would be missing out on a core aspect of GTA 6. If someone didn't buy the premium version, then in 2 years from now, they're not going to sit there and say, I've never played GTA 6. You still play GTA 6, you got the story, you just didn't get the side mission. But you might be missing out on maybe your favorite side mission in the entire game.
Which once again brings me back to the whole Bungie thing. Like maybe I didn't think that I needed to buy that expansion, you know. Maybe I bought the next expansion. Why am I still I'm missing a portion of my game? And that's exactly what I see
Hmm.
here with them locking, the vehicle restoration activities behind a paywall. I
Yeah.
understand if you want to do that stuff, fine, but like I see it hurting sales if you're going to lock content behind a paywall. And
Yeah.
it's not all cosmetic. The vehicle restoration activities, the couple of other missions that they have locked up. That's content that they're
Yeah, I
putting
mean
behind
that's
a
what I'm
paywall.
saying. That's what I'm saying is like my big issue. Like it's one thing to have that, but the fucking car missions, bro, that's bullshit. Or even like the guns, like that's bullshit. Uh,
I understand like you could do a Hawk and Little Morgan revolver skin pack for like $5 or something like
that's
that.
true. Like you could do a
You
skin
wouldn't
pack,
have to
but give me,
hide all of this
yeah,
behind that $100 price tag. You
you wouldn't
could,
have to. People would buy it like
yeah.
regardless.
Well,
Like
and if
that,
you
and that's
gave
the
it to them
thing.
at the $70, $80 price range or $80, like they have, then you gave them the option to buy the weapons pack, the vehicles pack, like everybody else does. But
Yeah,
the shops and the missions, this just screams Bungie to me, and it really has Bungie put a bad taste in my mouth over stuff like this.
right.
That's what I'm
So
seeing here from Rockstar.
So why is this so controversial? I mean, despite all the things that me and Cernsley have just been talking
Rattling
about for the
off.
past 10 minutes, yeah, players expected the cosmetics to be locked behind the premium version. Like we just talked about. What surprised many fans is that Rockstar appears to be locking actual gameplay content behind the $100 edition.
Like we just talked about.
Right? Critics argue that this feels less like a collector's edition and more like content being removed from the base game. Cernsley,
Sounds like Destiny.
supporters argue that extra missions are essentially DLC being sold up front, which I agree.
So then
Like,
sell it separately.
oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. Sell it separately or just sell it with the game already in there. Like, why are you already having DLC for a game that's just now releasing, which is something that I was saying about Vampire Masquerade, the
Yeah.
Bloodlines. Like, why are you already talking about some DLC for your video game if it's not even released yet? Like that, it just puts an immediately bad taste in all of the consumer's mouth.
Yeah, it feels like you're being had. It feels like this is the starter set, you know. And
Yep.
we don't buy starter sets to be video games. You know, you buy access to the video game or you buy the video game. You know, having when you start talking about DLC up front, it sounds like Magic the Gathering. You know, oh, TMNT set just came out. Yeah, guess what's next, guys? It's like, wait a second. No. I'm still trying to enjoy this. What the fuck are you talking about? What's next?
Right.
So, I mean,
Jesus.
it, I don't like this more the more that we talk about it. But yeah, no, I think that we're dead on. I think that this is giving me way too much Nintendo Bungie vibe. Way too much Nintendo Bungie vibe. They're not doing physical copies, but they're giving you the illusion that they're giving you a physical copy. You know, and I know for a fact that okay, you can talk to your blue in the face and tell me that you're going to produce that same package later on with a disc. If you didn't do it now, why would you do it later? All it does is cost you more money later when the numbers start to go down. I it makes no sense. I think that rumor's bogus, honestly. I heard about it today, and I don't think that if you make the decision to launch your game without a game and you choose to do the Nintendo thing, we're going to give you a key. We're going to give you access to be able to use the game, which we're already having a problem with the whole stop killing games movement going on in the EU. You know, this just blows up more into that, and it's the most highly anticipated game of the last 2 years. This just screams, "Give me money." And as much as I don't want it to, as much as I don't want, I know absolutely nothing about GTA 6 and the content that it's bringing or what the game's going to look like. I have looked at nothing. But just in the context of what I've been seeing over the last 2 years in the market, and then on top of that, the trends that Rockstar is already setting with uh with GTA 6, it just it they're locking shit behind paywalls, which is what I had a problem with Bungie. They're releasing quote unquote physical copies with keys, which is a Nintendo thing, which is the whole reason I'm not into the new Nintendo generation because I fucking refuse. And like this just screams, give me money. I don't understand why it had to go in this direction. But what does it mean for gaming? Scenario one, GTA 6 succeeds. Other publishers see consumers willing to pay $80 for standard editions and $100 for premium editions. We've already talked about that. Higher prices become normalized across the industry. Yes, that's just what that stated above. Premium editions continue offering exclusive content, which is one of the biggest problems I have.
Which is something gamers have been fighting since Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's valid. Scenario two, the consumers push back, works. Players reject premium editions, which this is the scenario that I'm hoping for. Publishers become more cautious about raising prices, and Rockstar remains the exception rather than the new standard. That's where I'm hoping. Scenario two is where I'm hoping this all works its way in.
The only way certainty that scenario 2 works is if nobody buys GTA 6 until it goes on sale. Like if GTA 6 goes on like 20% sale and like they just get like a fucking massive rush of orders, then the industry will change. But you know what? I that's a fever dream. That is
Well,
it.
yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. You can't
N
expect everybody
no
to hold
one.
out because there's fanboys. You know, I how much did we bitch about we bitched about the Switch 2 so much that we had a freaking song that we used to introduce more Switch 2 news. You know,
Dude, you know what's funny? I was writing script for this week, And Mrs. Flat is like sitting in the back of the truck, and she goes, "Oh, hey, Patty, guess what? GTA 6 comes out November 19th." And it's just like, "Oh yeah, baby, I know."
That happens
And
to me at work all the time.
yeah, she's jumping around. She's like, "Oh yay!" And it's like, "Oh shit."
Oh no, I was trying to keep it a secret.
$80.
Yeah, no, that stuff happens to me at work all the time. Somebody's like, "Hey, did you hear about this bit of gaming news?" Yep, I heard about it last week, bud. And
Right?
did you hear about
I
this
hope
bit of gaming news? Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. You should listen.
I hope I hope she doesn't I hope she doesn't mind the base version.
But yeah, that's I mean, you can't expect people. I mean, like I said, with the Switch 2, you know, how much did we bitch about that? And that still blew the fuck up. You know, I mean, and that was just all bad. It's still all bad. I don't see
GTA
anything good
6
coming
is
out of
gonna
this.
blow up too. Like I said,
It will.
Mrs. Flat's gonna want it, so which means I'm gonna have to buy it. Everyone that has talked bad about GTA 6 has all said, by the way, I'm gonna buy it. So like
Yeah.
the sales of this game aren't gonna be hurt.
There was
There's
one guy that I heard he did nothing but for the entire 3 minutes that he was talking about GTA 6, complain about the pricing structure and and what this means for the future of games. And then his final sentence was, "Oh, but don't worry about it. I need to buy it because this is my job now." It's like, God damn it, you.
I mean, that's pretty much what we just said.
Yeah, I mean it I can hope and dream that everybody's going to be like, dude, $80 is too much. We can't do this. But I know for a fact that it's not $100, you know.
I mean,
And
to be
I bet you
fair,
if it released for $100 and $120, I still think people would buy it.
it is like a huge game,
It
right? Like
is.
I was like looking at the maps comparatively from GTA 5 to GTA 6, and I think the map is like 3 times the size. And if you know GTA 5, that map is already fucking huge.
Yeah,
So
but
like I
once
couldn't
again, we run
imagine
into the
three
same issue
times.
with what's too big of a game. Is there such thing as too big of a game?
I think there's only time can tell, right?
Yeah,
It
valid.
depends on how they do it. The thing with GTA is like, especially in GTA 5, I felt like the way that they spaced it out and gave you just free reign was cool, and they did it right. This is the first time where they instead of doing a city, they're taking an entire state. So there's going to be a lot there, and I'm very curious to see how they go about it. But only time can tell if it's good, come November.
That it's true. I won't be able to say whether it's a good or bad game. All I can say is
I'll watch Mrs. Flat play it
I don't
because
like the way that they're doing things.
it comes out around her birthday. So,
Oh
you know,
Jesus, double
yeah,
whammy.
yeah. So I literally have. She's expecting it for her birthday.
It has to be done.
I have to, or else I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch for a long fucking time. There's just some battles you don't pick, you know.
Choose your battles wisely. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So.